Welcome to the Brain Booster channel, where we delve into fascinating subjects to increase our knowledge and broaden our perspectives. Today, we're excited to take you on a journey to the picturesque islands of Cape Verde. Get comfortable and prepare to have your mind expanded with some intriguing information about this African nation. Let's start with the geography of Cape Verde. This small country is comprised of 10 volcanic islands located in the central Atlantic Ocean, about 570 kilometers off the coast of West Africa. Despite its remote location, Cape Verde has played a significant role in world history, and its diverse landscape, rich cultural heritage, and thriving economy make it a unique and fascinating destination. In this podcast, we'll delve into the history, culture, economy, and environment of Cape Verde. We'll examine the country's past, from its Portuguese colonial rule to its present-day status as a growing hub for tourism and business. We'll also explore the rich cultural traditions that make Cape Verde a unique and vibrant destination. So, whether you're a history buff, a culture lover, or simply curious, this episode is for you. We invite you to stay tuned until the end of the podcast to get a comprehensive overview of the fascinating world of Cape Verde. Get ready to boost your brain with some incredible insights. Now let's turn our attention to the rich cultural heritage of Cape Verde. Starting with traditional music and dances, Cape Verde is renowned for its lively and energetic performances that embody the spirit of the islands. The country's music is a fusion of African, Portuguese, and Brazilian influences, resulting in a unique sound that is all its own. One of the most popular musical styles in Cape Verde is the morna, a melancholy ballad that is said to have originated in the 19th century. Morna is considered the national music of Cape Verde and is often performed at cultural events and celebrations. In addition to morna, there are many other musical styles that are popular in Cape Verde, including caladira, funana, and batuque. Each style has its own unique rhythm, instruments, and dance style, making them a joy to experience for both locals and tourists alike. But the musical tradition of Cape Verde is not just limited to performances, it is also deeply ingrained in the daily life of the islanders. From street performers to local bars, music can be heard all across the country, and dancing is a common sight at gatherings and celebrations. So, whether you're listening to traditional music or watching a lively dance performance, you're sure to be swept away by the rhythm and energy of Cape Verdean culture. Let's move on to another important aspect of Cape Verdean culture, local cuisine. With its rich history and diverse cultural influences, Cape Verdean cuisine is a delicious fusion of flavors and ingredients. At the heart of Cape Verdean cuisine is seafood, which is abundant in the country due to its location near the ocean. Fresh fish, crustaceans, and mollusks are staples in the local diet and are used in many traditional dishes. Some popular seafood dishes include grilled or fried fish with rice and beans, seafood stews, and cachupa, a slow-cooked stew made with maize, beans, and various meats or seafood. In addition to seafood, Cape Verdean cuisine also features a variety of vegetarian dishes, such as the famous pique seco, a dish made from sun-dried fish and spices, and the traditional staple, funche, a cornmeal pudding often served as a side dish. Another important ingredient in Cape Verdean cuisine is the spicy red pepper paste known as piri piri, which is used to add flavor and heat to many dishes. From the street vendors selling grilled seafood and traditional dishes to the upscale restaurants serving fusion cuisine, there is no shortage of delicious food to try in Cape Verde. So, whether you're a foodie or simply looking for a taste of the local culture, Cape Verdean cuisine is sure to delight your taste buds and leave you wanting more. Continuing our exploration of Cape Verdean culture, let's now take a look at the country's unique handicrafts and textiles. Cape Verde has a rich tradition of crafting and weaving, with techniques and styles that have been passed down from generation to generation. One of the most famous handicrafts in Cape Verde is the basket weaving, which is a staple of local artisans and can be found in a variety of sizes and designs. The baskets are made from natural fibers, such as palm leaves and grass, and are used for a variety of purposes, from carrying goods to storing food. Another popular craft in Cape Verde is pottery, which is made using traditional techniques and is often decorated with intricate patterns and designs. Pottery is used in a variety of ways in Cape Verde, from cooking and serving food to decorating homes and gardens. In addition to basket weaving and pottery, Cape Verde is also famous for its textiles, particularly its intricate embroidery. Local women create beautiful, hand-stitched pieces that are used for clothing, tablecloths, and household items, adding a touch of beauty and tradition to everyday life. These handicrafts and textiles are more than just practical items, they are a testament to the rich cultural heritage of Cape Verde and the ingenuity of its people. From the intricate basket weavings to the beautifully embroidered textiles, Cape Verdean handicrafts are a must-see for anyone interested in the country's unique cultural traditions. Let's move on to a very important part of Cape Verdean culture, festivals and celebrations. The Cape Verdean calendar is filled with lively and colorful festivals and celebrations that are an essential part of the local culture. One of the most famous festivals in Cape Verde is the Carnival, which takes place annually in the weeks leading up to Lent. The Carnival is a time of lively street parades, colorful costumes, and music and dancing that takes over the streets of cities and towns all across the country. Another important festival in Cape Verde is the Dia de Cabo Verde, or Cape Verde Day, which takes place on July 5th and celebrates the country's independence from Portugal. This holiday is marked with parades, speeches, and cultural performances that showcase the pride and heritage of the Cape Verdean people. In addition to these national celebrations, there are also many local festivals that take place throughout the year, each with its own unique traditions and customs. From religious festivals to cultural celebrations, there is always something happening in Cape Verde, making it a vibrant and exciting place to visit. So, whether you're interested in joining in on the festivities or simply watching from the sidelines, the festivals and celebrations of Cape Verde are a must-see for anyone interested in the country's rich cultural heritage. For this segment of our podcast on Cape Verde, let's delve into the rich and fascinating history of this island nation. The earliest inhabitants of the islands were likely Berber or West African peoples, and it is believed that the islands have been inhabited for at least 2,000 years. In the 15th century, the Portuguese arrived on the islands and established trading posts and colonies, bringing with them new cultures, languages, and religions. The Portuguese also brought enslaved Africans to the islands to work on the sugar and salt plantations, creating a melting pot of cultures that still exists to this day. During the 19th century, Cape Verde gained independence from Portugal and became a republic, although it remained under Portuguese rule for several decades. In the late 20th century, Cape Verde became a republic once again and has since become a thriving democratic nation with a stable government and a growing economy. Throughout its history, Cape Verde has faced many challenges, from slavery and colonialism to poverty and drought. Despite these challenges, the people of Cape Verde have always found a way to survive and thrive, preserving their rich cultural heritage and traditions even as they look to the future. So, there you have it, a brief overview of the history of Cape Verde. From the early settlers to the present day, this island nation has a rich and fascinating history that is well worth exploring. The economy of Cape Verde has a long and interesting history, dating back to the early days of Portuguese colonization. For much of its history, the economy of Cape Verde was based primarily on subsistence agriculture and fishing, with little trade or commerce taking place. However, in the 20th century, the country began to develop more diverse economic activities, such as tourism, manufacturing, and remittances from Cape Verdean citizens working abroad. These developments have helped to create a more stable and diverse economy in Cape Verde, with opportunities for growth and development. Today, the main industries in Cape Verde are fishing, tourism, and remittances. The fishing industry is a significant contributor to the economy, with a variety of species caught off the coast and sold both locally and abroad. Tourism is another major industry in Cape Verde, with visitors coming from around the world to enjoy the beautiful beaches, warm climate, and unique culture of the islands. The growth of the tourism industry has been a major driver of economic growth and development in the country. Finally, remittances from Cape Verdean citizens working abroad are also a significant contributor to the economy. Despite its progress, the economy of Cape Verde continues to face challenges, such as high levels of inequality, a lack of investment in infrastructure and human capital, and a shortage of skilled workers. However, there are also many opportunities for growth and development in the country, such as increased investment in renewable energy, the development of new technologies, and the growth of the tourism and services sectors. So, there you have it, a brief overview of the economy of Cape Verde. Despite its challenges, the country has a strong foundation for economic growth and development, with a rich and diverse array of industries and opportunities for growth and innovation. In this segment of our podcast, we will explore the natural beauty and environment of Cape Verde. From its pristine beaches to its lush vegetation, Cape Verde is a true paradise for nature lovers. Cape Verde is an archipelago of 10 volcanic islands, located off the northwest coast of Africa in the Atlantic Ocean. The islands are known for their diverse landscapes, including lush vegetation, towering cliffs, and pristine beaches. The climate of Cape Verde is warm and dry, with temperatures ranging from the high 20s to low 30s Celsius throughout the year. The islands receive very little rainfall, with most precipitation falling during the winter months. Despite its arid climate, Cape Verde is home to a rich and diverse array of flora and fauna, including a variety of endemic species that are found nowhere else in the world. So, whether you're a fan of stunning landscapes, warm weather, or unique wildlife, Cape Verde has something to offer. One of the most famous parks is the Monte Gordo National Park, located on the island of Santiago. This park boasts the unique combination of towering cliffs, rolling hills, and verdant vegetation, making it a must-visit destination for nature lovers. Visitors to the park can enjoy scenic hikes through the rugged terrain, birdwatching, and breathtaking views of the Atlantic Ocean. Another important nature reserve is the Rocha dos Gregos Nature Reserve, located on the island of Boa Vista. This reserve is home to a variety of endemic species of flora and fauna, as well as stunning beaches and crystal-clear waters. Visitors to the reserve can enjoy wildlife watching, hiking, and swimming in the warm waters of the Atlantic Ocean. Other notable parks and reserves include the Ilha da Cruz Nature Reserve, located on the island of Maio, and the Ribeira do Pau Nature Reserve, located on the island of Santo Antão. Both of these protected areas are known for their lush vegetation, stunning landscapes, and diverse wildlife. As our podcast on Cape Verde comes to a close, we want to touch on the importance of preserving the environment in this island nation. With its unique landscapes and diverse array of flora and fauna, Cape Verde is a true gem in the natural world. However, like many other parts of the world, the island nation is facing significant environmental challenges, including deforestation, soil erosion, and habitat loss. It is essential that we work together to protect and preserve the environment of Cape Verde for future generations. This can be achieved through a variety of means, including protecting national parks and nature reserves, promoting sustainable tourism, and reducing waste and pollution. Protected areas like the Monte Gordo National Park and the Rocha dos Gregos Nature Reserve play a critical role in preserving the unique natural beauty of Cape Verde. By ensuring that these protected areas are protected from development and other threats, we can ensure that the island nation's landscapes and wildlife remain intact for years to come. Sustainable tourism is also an important aspect of preserving the environment in Cape Verde. This involves promoting eco-friendly tourism practices, such as reducing waste and promoting the use of public transportation. By encouraging tourists to take an environmentally responsible approach, we can minimize the impact of tourism on the environment while still enjoying all that Cape Verde has to offer. Finally, reducing waste and pollution is another critical component of preserving the environment in Cape Verde. This can be achieved through a variety of means, including reducing single-use plastics, promoting recycling, and implementing sustainable waste management practices. In conclusion, preserving the environment of Cape Verde is essential if we want to ensure that this island nation remains a treasure trove of natural beauty for generations to come. Let us all work together to protect and preserve the environment of Cape Verde for future generations to enjoy. And with that, we come to the end of our podcast on Cape Verde. Let's take a moment to summarize the key takeaways from our journey. We've learned about the rich history and cultural heritage of Cape Verde, its vibrant economy, and the importance of preserving its unique environment and natural beauty. We hope that this podcast has given you a glimpse into the fascinating world of Cape Verde, and that you now have a deeper appreciation for this island nation. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or just a curious listener, we hope that you've learned something new and valuable from this podcast. Before we go, we want to thank you for staying with us until the end and for being a part of the Brain Booster community. If you enjoyed this podcast, be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out our other episodes. We have many more fascinating destinations and subjects to explore, and we'd love for you to join us on this journey. Thank you for listening, and until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the world with Brain Booster.